The role of the exhibition design team at the National Gallery is basically to, I guess, deal with the design and presentation of all the public aspects of the building, presenting the works in their best light, and never really trying to overshadow them. Obviously, the art is the premium element that people are coming to see. So the environments we design are designed to really enhance it and enhance people's appreciation and, if you like, entertainment. The design team has quite a few members. It's one of the largest exhibition design teams in Australia. The structure of the design team is basically a design manager, and then we have 2 senior design staff, and then under that is a range of exhibition designers, and then we also bring in contract designers and other assistants, and we also have a number of interns from some of the universities working with us on any given time as well. The senior exhibition designer in the team is one of the managers of the design team in that sense, and we coordinate the work and have responsibility for managing, I guess, more junior staff within the team. Any given day, members of the team will involve in meetings, and those meetings generally are about meetings with tradesmen that construct their exhibitions, other specialists around the building. This could be conservation staff, engineers responsible for the electrical and so forth part of the building, curators themselves who are responsible for the specific exhibitions and the art that goes within them. Obviously, doing drawings, CAD or freehand or whatever is required to communicate ideas and develop them at various stages. Because at any given point, each person in the team is working on multiple projects and performing different roles on that project. So some people might be in the finishing throes or stages of one project, but then also have to switch during the course of their day into thinking about an upcoming project that in some instances might be 2 or even 3 years away. To get into this sort of area of work I sort of almost came by default for me. I'd started doing graphic design, and then I ended up doing starting a postgraduate in exhibition design many years later, in interior design at RMIT. But then it was interesting because I started off in a sort of a junior role at the museum, and I basically spent the rest of my career working in the arts sector, but a huge chunk of that was at the museum, and I was heavily involved with the development of ScienceWorks from its ground up. I was asked to join a multimedia company doing museum multimedia in the States, and I worked with them for a couple of years. And then I had a number of offers outside of contract work, and then I joined my partner in a pre-existing design business and worked private industry for another several years, and then finally decided that I wanted to get back into the sort of mainstream large institution area like this, like the gallery, which I hadn't worked in previously directly, and got a position here at the National Gallery. When I started, there weren't specific courses in this area, and it was more training on the job, so people did things like architecture or industrial design or graphic design, and then graduated by getting positions in a museum, usually at a junior level, sort of effectively learn on the job. These days, you can do specific specialisations in exhibition design when you're doing, say, interior design. You can major in exhibition design as a key component of those courses. If you're really enthusiastic, you can even do postgraduate studies in museum studies to get an understanding of the way museums and galleries operate. It's a very specialised field, and I guess once you do get experience and knowledge in this area, they're skills that other institutions look for. And so if you're prepared to move around a bit, you can really see other parts of Australia and potentially internationally, certainly within the Southeast Asian region. Any exhibition, and particularly big Melbourne Winter Masterpiece blockbusters, as we call them, these really major exhibitions that involve international collections of art that are need to be staged. There are obviously really important considerations. First of all, I guess, is the presentation of the art in a safe manner, because obviously we're often dealing with extremely rare works of art that have to be indemnified by the federal government to even get them into Australia. We have to work with the lending institutions, liaise with them to make sure that they understand, what we're proposing to do, what the designs are like. so there's no misunderstandings about how the art is to be presented or inappropriate designs. In the case of a Winter Masterpiece show, we design environments that are designed to be immersive, in other words, to transport the visitor to, for instance, in this case, a feeling of the Hermitage Gallery in St. Petersburg in Russia. And that's what we're trying to achieve by all the sort of decorative detailing that we do, the colours, the paint finish, and so forth. When we're dealing with lighting, we have conservators to advise us on what the levels of light should be, or lux levels as they're called. Light is used very much to create an effect for the visitor as well. So it's really a combination of all those factors. And then we bring in other things such as multimedia, use of imagery, sound on occasions as well. I mean, there's all these different, I guess you'd call them interpretive aspects that we bring in to give people an understanding of any particular art exhibition. The major challenge with a big Winter Masterpiece exhibition is just all the people who are involved. Obviously, all the design aspects need to be vetted by a whole range of key decision makers, senior executives and so forth, and other important individuals who need to understand what the design's going to be like. We build scale models extensively for big shows like this, and small ones for that matter, that are, if you like, scale representations of what the exhibition is going to look like. You can have a large meeting with 30, even 40 people and have a big scale model sitting on a boardroom table, and everyone can simultaneously see what the exhibition is going to be like from a whole range of different perspectives and talk to it. These are major undertakings and involve so many people. It's a real team effort and collaboration and, if you like, interpersonal skills are a key aspect of the job.